Hello, welcome to another section of Creative Bright Studio where we help beginners to pick up their skills in graphic designing. Alright, so today I want us to design this book cover. A friend asked me to do it for him. So let's quickly look at the features of this cover. At the title of the book, The Culture of Savings, How to Master the Habit of Savings as a Starter Within 3 months. And then there's an image here with money in the sack and also an image, this background image here, and then a peel off. It looks like a peel off. Okay, it comes together, and then the name of the author, and then a dummy QR code. They are all elements to make the work nice. All right, so let's get into Photoshop and start the work. Okay, so I want to set the size, the paper size. Click File and then to Control N. Then when you come to international paper, you can decide on the paper size. Okay, so we have the A4, A6, A5. So I want to use A5, which is half of the A4 paper. So you leave the settings the same as it is. Okay, then you click OK. Alright, so the first I'm going to do is to import my images, the ones I'll be needing now. So go to place embedded, and then we have this background. Let's click it. Alright, so it comes into it. Just click and drag. Yeah, so I'll leave it as it is here. Then let me we have the image of the money, very important. Okay, so I click place embedded, then I go for this one. All right, so I want you to know as beginners, let me resize it. Fine. Okay, so as you see, this image was downloaded, but I had to crop out and remove all those unwanted backgrounds. So I'll do a separate video for how to remove those background stuff from an image. All right. Yeah, so I want to gradually take you through the process. I don't want to rush anything, and it's very good. Now let's go to our test. We have how the culture of savings. Okay, so let me reposition this well. All right. So you click on the T, or you press T on the keyboard to bring the text to, and I go for my favorite font, that's the Montserrat font here. All right, so let me use semi and then you type the culture of saving. Okay, so Control plus T, let me minimize it a bit. Okay. Alright, so the next one says what? How to master the habit of savings as a starter within 3 months. Okay, so I press T on the keyboard to bring my text. Let me do it this way. Let me click and drag to create a text box for me. Good. Text box help you to control the text, especially if they are lengthy, to control it the way you want it. Okay, so so I have this one here, then the name of the author, um, name of author, so I want to use a different font weight for it. Okay, that's fine. Then let me bring my QR code. I'm going to make the resources available to you at the end of this video so that you can also practice, yeah, at your convenient time. Okay. This QR code is a dummy one. You can go online and create one for yourself to make it easier for people to get connected to you. Alright, so the name of author. So I want to teach you something, how to center this text here. So press Control plus A. Control plus A will select everything. I mean the background, the size of the image of your work, sorry. and then you come to your alignment. So I click on the center alignment, then it centers it for me. So let me go to the savings culture. I click on that one too, and then I click center. It centers it for me. Wow. All right. So the next item is that about the tests. All right. So it's neatly positioned inside. So what I do is that I select this one. Let me reduce it a little bit. Yes. I don't want any overflow of the text. So within 3 months, that's fine. Try to align it to the direction of the torn paper here, okay, so that it flows, the communication can flow very well. All right, so I did something with the three. Yeah, I wanted the three to stand out, yeah, so that whoever picks it knows that the three is the focus. So this one, you have to just type out your own figure three so that you can have the control. You observe that I'm not trying to move it this way or that way. It distorts the text, okay? So what you do is that press shift and alt and then click at the corner and then drag it, all right? That will help you to maintain the nature of the text. Very good. Okay, so let me use my arrow keys to control it as I want. Very good. I want it to align with the letter M for months. Okay, let me move this one up a little bit. Good. Very good. Yeah, so it's in red and then this around it. Okay, so um, let me clear off the months. Okay, and then let me retype it so that I can have much more control on the word months. Now, the reason why I decided to make the 3 months different from the actual one is that I came with that concept that in your work, when you are given a work to do, you look at what is the focus of the work, what your client wants. Okay, so that's why I decided to make the 3 months outstanding so that it become catchy. Okay, so font is red. You can double click on it. Okay, so you double click on the thumbnail here for the layer. It is selected. You can click up here and change the color this way, or click and change the color this way. Another way you can do is that after you've clicked on the thumbnail and it's selected, just move your mouse pointer to the swatch and then click on the color that you want. But with this way, you don't see it. Okay, good. So let me count to the three, two, and change it, make it that also red. Yes, if you look at the work, there is a text outline around it, which is white, and then the shadow there too. So go to the three, you come to the FX here, then you come to stroke. So let me adjust it here. So in the stroke, we have three positions, either outside, inside, or center. All right, so you can play around this one and see the effects of it on your work. So you just adjust it a reasonable size and then you click on color. I choose white. Now because of the background also being white, it's very difficult to see the effect of the stroke. So let's give it a shadow, all right? And then you can drag here, adjust it. My finger is on the left button, I drag it here. Or you can also come to this slider and slide it as you want it. Okay, so at least something that is a little bit. It makes it much more distinct. Very good. So we have it this way. Now let me push it in a little bit. All right. Yes. Next time I'm going to talk about the margins. All right. So I have it this way. For clarity's sake, it's able to see it well. This is black on orange, very difficult. So let's make it white and let's see the effects. Very good. At least it's much more clearer than the black text there. Okay, so let's observe something this way. We can see some kind of patterns or texture in this at the back of our cover. So what we're going to do is that let's import it from our work. So you go to File, Place, Embedded, and then let's pick this texture. All right, so we have two of them. So I bring this texture, press Shift Alt, and then drag it. Okay, there's no fixed rules with this one, depends on how you want it. So let it cover completely. And today I'm going to introduce you to one of the modes in Photoshop. It's called a blend mode, how you are able to mix up elements together. So this is on top of the other layer here. Okay, let me click and drag it so it's on top of it this way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend it. It's like I'm going to mix the top down. Blend modes work that way, that mixing from the top to down. All right, so I come to the mode and then let's experiment. I click on multiply. This is what you get for multiply. So as you begin to press down the arrow key or you click, you can just change and see how it impacts your work. All right. Yeah. So if it gets to a mode that you think is okay for you, fine. Yes, there'll be a tutorial to explain some concept about this mode. All right. So this is what I get for as the texture. So you can see here clearly it looks so strong on the work. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to reduce the opacity of my texture there so that it doesn't conflict with the main idea, which is the text there. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, so that's what I get here. Let me put some shadow under this text so that it can have some clarity. So we want to, let's observe our work. There is a star here. Yeah, so I kept it there to make it attractive. All right, so let's go to our file and then place embedded. You see the image here, that is the light image. So this also can be created or it can be imported as well. Now it appears below because it is under the other layers. So what we do is that let's click and move it to the top layer. It becomes visible for us to see. Very good. Yes, so another note to distract the work. Let's reduce it. Very good. Let me use the zoom tool to get a very good um, yeah. So this is not compulsory, it's my own way of doing this. Okay, so Control plus O to send it back. Yeah, my own way of doing this. Okay, so you can decide to take it off and or leave it there. All right, so thank you so much for following with me till the end of this tutorial. I would like you to show some appreciation by liking it and sharing it with your colleagues as well. Thank you very much. It's a nice day. Bye.